Jack, in the words of G.K. Chesterton, when it comes to life, the critical thing is whether you take things for granted or take them with gratitude. And it's certainly your special gift that you most often choose the latter. Being thankful is a much underappreciated commodity. So while your simple thank yous and your little encouragements may not always seem to have any great effect, just remember that when this old world has finally passed away and the new has fully come, the only prayer that will be left to pray is one of thanksgiving. Emily, as C.S. Lewis once wrote, the very essence of our life can only be communicated through the medium of poetry. I think it's safe to say that you intuit this essence in a way unlike almost any other. From reciting your entire junior thesis in poetry to attempting what I will call a Russian, Scottish, Irish, American hybrid accent in performing the poetic language of Chekhov. Your genuine love for the transcendental nature of verse, meter, and rhyme is an ever-present reminder of the very transcendental nature behind the God whose own poetic words brought forth the beauty of creation. Clay, as every ninja knows, you don't wish upon a star, you throw them. And there's no doubt that your ninja-like fierceness and tenacity has shown through not only in your athletics, but especially in your unceasing loyalty to your friends and family. So as you continue to offer the gift of true friendship to those around you, which C.S. Lewis once noted as one of the few things that adds value to life, may you always remember that in Christ we discover that God is the most fiercely loyal friend of all. Reese, as Chesterton once said, the secret of life lies in laughter. And there's no question that you long ago discovered this secret, even if sometimes your teachers wished you hadn't. As you continue to invite others to share in the comedy of life, may you always remember that when all is said and done, it is God that will have the last laugh.
Caroline, 20 seconds isn't long enough to do a shout out for you. And you're obviously bright and hardworking. But the things I appreciate about you the most are your integrity, your thoughtfulness, and tender heart. And I know this sounds cliche, but in your case, it's appropriate. Don't ever change. Who you are now is pretty great. Jacob, you never said much, and I don't know if I ever told you, but I want you to know I always admire how you serve behind the scenes. Whenever something needed to be done, setting up the room, tearing it down, carrying boxes of paper, you were always the first. You never had to be told what to do, and you never complained. I always appreciated your servant's heart. Know that people do see it. Joseph, I think you're the fourth Waters kid I've taught. I might be missing one, like waters just keep flowing. You had some tough acts to follow. I want you to know you did it well. You're level-headed, mature, and you're going to make a great leader. In fact, I fully expect someday I'll be able to tell people I knew him when. Nicole, I had you for 2 classes each for 3 years. I picked on you almost every day because I always got a kick out of the feisty response I knew I would get back from you. But no, I always admired your work ethic and how you took advantage of your time. And I also noted you're just as sweet as you are sassy. That's a good combination I'm going to really miss.
Congratulations, Emily. It's been great getting to know you this year in study hall and in yearbook. You really had some of the most beautiful pages in the yearbook this year for the drama, so great job on that. I just want to say how happy I am for you and excited for where God is leading you next. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jacqueline. You were the very first Trinity student that I ever met. It was last summer. We met with Miss Adams to talk about finishing up last year's yearbook. And it's just been such a joy to have you in class. And I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. And I'm excited for where God's leading you next. Reese, man, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. You have been such an encouragement to me this past year. You've made me feel so welcome here at Trinity. Thanks for the Tesseract. I loved using it. Thanks for the deep and fun conversations in study hall. I'm so excited for you, and thanks for being so awesome. Congratulations.
Celia, all I can say about you is you really added energy to the classroom. Every time you came into Latin, you made it an exciting experience. Could never forget the things that you say. One thing I'd like to say to you, however, is Deus te benedicat. May God bless you. I hope that your future is full of everything you desire. Hannah, I met you many years ago, it seems, in 5th grade. I've got to see you grow from a scrawny 5th grader into a wonderful young woman. I pray that you accomplish everything your heart desires. And you probably won't remember what this means, but Deus te benedicat. May God bless you. Jacqueline, Dominus te benedicat. May God bless you. And I know He will. You are such a wonderful young woman. I've seen you grow since I met you in 5th grade. You're a hard worker, and I know you'll always stay that way. Your future is bright, and I pray that God will truly bless you. Sophia, it has been a pleasure to have had you in class for the 4 years of Latin that I had you. You are such a hard worker, an intelligent young lady. You have grown so much in the Lord. I pray that your future is everything that you could want. And also, I leave you with this little Latin. Deus te benedicat. May God bless you.
Well, what can I say about Caroline Kramer? Caroline, you were such a hard worker in the classroom. And while I wasn't your teacher in the classroom this year, I did get to interact with you on the worship team. And you really stepped into a leadership position and just owned it. Your passion for praising the Lord and for inviting others to join with you was infectious. And I'm going to miss that this year. I wish you well. Jacob, when I think of you, the phrase that comes to my mind is servant leadership. You served faithfully week after week after week, running the sound and the soundboard for the worship team. And people probably didn't even know you were up there half the time. But that's the job of a sound person. When things go wrong, you get blamed. When things go right, you get forgotten. Well, I haven't forgotten you. Thank you so much for all that you did. Reese, it was such a pleasure to have you as a student. You always had a positive attitude and a smile on your face, which is not always true of every student walking into a math classroom. But your positive attitude and just levity that you brought to class was so encouraging for others, and I highly enjoyed it. I'm going to miss you, and I wish you the very best. Sarah, you are one of the hardest working students I have ever taught, hands down, in my 9 years of teaching. And I'm not exaggerating. You always gave your best effort. And when you needed help, you sought me out. That kind of drive is going to take you places. So just know, keep that going. I encourage you to continue working as hard as you can. I wish you the best. Will, you could write the soundtrack of my life. I love your music. You put your heart and your soul into everything you play. And you really stepped up to be a leader on the worship team this year. Never once did I hear you complain. Never once did I see you shy away from responsibility. But you always stepped up and led the team. Thank you so much. I'm going to miss you so much, and I wish the best to you.
Anna, it has been so much fun to have you in class. I've so enjoyed your discipline, your love for learning that you've exhibited the last few years. I've enjoyed getting to know you. I was so proud of you with your dance hold, all the stuff that you did there as I watched you organize it. You were amazing and phenomenal. And I love you, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye. Bailey, it has been such a great pleasure to teach you. Your sweet spirit. I love when you would hang back and ask me some questions after class. You've been such a joy. Your love for the Lord just exudes from you, and I just appreciate your spirit so much. Just continue to trust in Him as you go forth, and I know you're going to do great, and I'm so proud of you. Love you. Bye-bye. Caroline, I don't even know. There's not even words to say your beautiful spirit as you came into class every single day these last 4 years. I've enjoyed getting to know you. Your leadership in chapel and worship and your love for the Lord is so genuine. And just keep that up as you go throughout life, just depending on Him and trusting in Him. And I'm going to miss you and I love you. Bye-bye. Nicole, I've just watched you develop into just such a wonderful young woman over these last 4 years. Your diligence. I've loved having you in class. I've loved having you in anatomy this year. Take these skills that you've learned as you go forth. I know you're going to do great. I'm so proud of you, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye. Sophia, it has been a pleasure to have you in class. It's just so hard not to get to say goodbye to you all here in person. I've enjoyed teaching you. I love watching you in class. I can watch your wheels turn. I can watch as you process the information, as you think of questions, and it's just all so great. And it has just been a great pleasure. I love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, Beth Ann. Just wanted to say how much I appreciated having you in class these last couple of years. I appreciate that you always assume the best in people. You always treat people with kindness, and you love the other for who they are. And I think it's a very rare quality to see in someone, and I really appreciated having you in class for that reason. And I'll miss having you in class, but good luck to you in the future, and we'll see you later. Hey Carson, Mr. Masters here. I just wanted to give you a shout out and say, how much I appreciated having you in class. I especially enjoyed your sense of humor. You made me laugh just about every day, and it's really refreshing to have you in class. I appreciate that you were very aware of when it's time to be serious in work, and you produced high quality, work when you needed to. But you also had that rare ability to know when, it's appropriate to kid around and have some fun. And I appreciated about that. It made the class fun to be in. Anyway, I'll miss you a lot, and I wish you the best. Hi, Kendall. I just wanted to say that I appreciate your resilience and in meeting a challenge. You do not let the challenge get you down. You have a great habit of perseverance, and I also appreciate your enthusiasm for not only the subject that you're taking, but the person who's in front of you. And it's a pleasure having you in class for the last few years, and I'll miss you.
Carson, you were the first Trinity student that I ever met. You were an incoming 7th grader, and I made a lot of assumptions based on that first meeting. And I remember thinking that if every 7th grader was like that kid, I was going to love my new job. And I can honestly say that 6 years later, I still feel that way about you. You're special. I look forward to seeing you grow into yourself in this next season of life, and I'm convinced you will continue to be a person that brings life to those around him. Clay, I'm not sure when you transitioned from being a skinny kid who loved neon shirts to being taller than me and burning all your neon, but you've done it. You're a grown man now. And it's been one of the true privileges of my life to watch you and your crew grow into the young men that you are. And I feel like you've had just as much of an impact on my life as I've had on yours, if not more. Hannah, in all my years of education and working with students, I've never seen a student lead the way you do. You're selfless, persistent, have attention to detail, a sense of duty, and a commitment to do what's right even when it's hard. You've been a constant source of inspiration for me over the last year, and I'm better as a result of knowing you. And I know you'll continue to have that effect on people in college and beyond. Joseph, I'm pretty excited to not be your teacher or administrator anymore, but that's because when you graduate, we can be friends. I don't even know where to start other than to say that I admire you, not just a he's a good student kind of way, but in a he's a good man kind of way. You're wise beyond your years, patient, selfless, determined. And honestly, I don't even think adjectives begin to explain the impact you have on people. I look forward to seeing who you become.
Bailey, you are such a kind-hearted and thoughtful person. In my class, I watched your gentle spirit encourage others. You're talented, determined, and you bring so much joy to those around you. Congratulations on your graduation. I pray that the Lord will bless you in all of your future endeavors and everything that you do. Take care. Kendall, I am so glad I had you in my classroom. You have been a delight to get to know. I have seen you. You are a very focused student. You're determined at whatever task you have in front of you, and you come up with such clever solutions. You have a cheerful spirit that looks at the bright side of life. Congratulations on being the Artist of the Year. I know you will excel at whatever you decide to do. Nicole, you are a talented student that brings everyone together in conversation. You have clever ideas and you're ready to jump into whatever lies in front of you. Your adventurous attitude will be a great blessing to whatever you decide to do. I pray that you have continued success in college as you move forward.
Hi, Sarah. One of the things that I've always really appreciated about you is just your diligence and your really good work ethic. And I think that that's going to take you really far in college and in life. And in speaking of college, Charlie and I would like to wish you good luck at UK. Go Cats. Hi, Anna. One of the things that I've always really appreciated about you is the joyful spirit that you bring to class. You're just always ready to smile and laugh. And I'm also amazed by your leadership. When I heard that Dance Gold was mostly put together by one student, I was kind of blown away by that. And so Charlie and I would like to wish you good luck at UK. Go Cats.
Hi, Beth Ann. It was so nice to have you in class this year. I enjoyed getting to know you a little bit and getting to hear a little bit about your plans for the future. I'm excited for you as you move on to the University of Kentucky to be a part of their health science program. You are such a diligent, faithful student. I am sure you'll do well. Congratulations. Hi, Jack. It's been great to get to know you a little bit in physics this year. One thing I really enjoyed about having you in class is your ability to work really well in teams. No matter what team I put you in, you always contributed and worked in a positive way, and I'm sure that's something you're going to be able to continue to use as you move forward. Congratulations, and good luck to you as you go on and move on to the University of St. Louis. Hi, Will. It was great getting to know you a little bit this year and having you in physics class. One thing we really enjoyed about you was your creativity and your ability to think outside the box, especially with some of our engineering design projects. So congratulations and best wishes for you as you move on to the University of Louisville.
Jacob, from Allstate to Lori and Little Women, you've never been afraid to try new things, and I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what your future holds. Will, you are one of the best musicians I know. I'm proud of you for always pushing yourself, and I will really miss you next year. Celia, you are one of the funniest people I've ever met and one of the hardest working. I'm so proud of you for how far you've come, and I'm really going to miss you next year. Hannah, watching you grow from a little 7th grader all the way to student body president has been such a joy. I am so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what your future holds.
Beth Ann, you are one of the most responsible and mature students I've ever had. You are truly gifted intellectually and you work hard, a great combination for future success. In my opinion, your kindness is your greatest gift, and I was often blessed by you generally taking time to ask how I was doing or if I needed help with French Club. I pray God's blessings as you go forward. I can't wait to see the impact you'll have at the University of Kentucky and beyond. Good luck. Emily, it has been so fun to see you grow the past 4 years at Trinity. My heart has been blessed by you and your love for the French language. The French trip was definitely one of my favorite memories as we spent time working on the 18th century redoute on the coast of Normandy. You are hardworking and one of the most creative young women I've ever met. continue to cultivate your God-given talents, and I pray God's blessings as you journey on to do great things. Jack, I'm so glad you transferred to Trinity. You always have a smile and a kind word for others. I love that you always try to speak French with me even when you did not have my French class. You are incredibly smart and gifted, and I believe you will succeed at whatever you put your mind to. I pray God's blessings as you journey on to do great things. Good luck. Kendall, your enthusiasm and smile have blessed me the past 4 years. It has been a privilege to see you grow academically and spiritually. My favorite memories are making crepes in French Club, KRM outreaches, and Bible study sleepovers. You are one of the hardest working students I've ever had, and I know you will succeed at the University of Kentucky and beyond. I pray God's blessings in your next season of life continue to shine. Best of luck.
Carson Feaster, better known to me since 5th grade basketball as Chop. You've been one of my favorite guys to be around and to coach during my time at Trinity. Your positive spirit, your team-first mentality, and your love of laughter make it a joy to have you around. You've often been a blessing to me and a bright spot in my day, even when you didn't know it. I'm thankful that our friendship is deeper even than your deep hatred for my beloved Pats. You're the best, buddy. Keep being you. This shout out goes to my favorite senior, my son, the one and only Claybo. You've put up with me not only as your dad, but as your coach and your teacher, your pastor, and your biggest loudmouth fan. And I've loved every minute of it. I'm going to miss it like crazy next year. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching you play sports, growing your relationship with the Lord, and mature as a young man while still remaining your fun, goofball self. I love you, bud. Congrats on your graduation. Joseph Waters. We have spent a lot of time together over these last many years on the field, in the gym, and in the car on countless road trips. We've rejoiced in championships, and we have shared in the agony of defeat. But through it all, you have shown yourself to be one of the kindest, most consistent, and self-controlled people that I know. I'm going to miss being your coach and chauffeur next season. Keep serving Jesus and showing his kindness to others. The 2 words that I think of when I think of Sophia Zenos are funny and feisty. Funny because usually when she says something, whether she means to or not, she makes me laugh. And feisty because she may be small, but she is not to be messed with. Zenos, thanks for always making me smile, for bringing it 100% on the field, and for keeping me on my toes as a coach and in the classroom. If you ever take care of me someday when you were Dr. Zenos, please choose to forget all the times I made you mad.
Celia, I appreciate your lively spirit in my class and your sense of humor. We also appreciate your musical talent, and we will miss you. Jacqueline, congratulations on your graduation. Thank you for your leadership over the years. Thanks for all the good times in class, even the ones last year when y'all were crying in class. It was still good. Bailey, we thank you for your kind and generous spirit, your thoughtfulness, your hard work and leadership with your class, all the work you've done in beta. We will miss you. Sarah, it seems like just yesterday you were in my 4th grade Sunday school class, and now you're graduating high school. It's been great having you as a student 3 of the last 4 years. I enjoy being on your panel and appreciate your love of history, and I wish you all the best.